Yo, 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 welcome back, guys. Buckle up, man. New NASA mug. Buckle up. We're about to blast off. And let me just tell you guys, starting out, women love strength. All right, they love a strong man. So don't ever think that it's true when people, oh, you need to be soft. You need to be gentle. You need to be, you need to be weak. Here, eat some of this soy. Eat some of the soybeans that I got from the market today. All right, don't ever think like that, okay? It's not good, man. It's not good to be weak. And you'd be like, oh, yeah, yeah, I know that. I know that. I lift. Dude, I'm talking about every way. It's not good to be weak, okay? In spirit, in mind, in body. I'm going to be honest with you, dude. I was with this girl, and she would see me deadlifting at the gym. I'm ripping this weight off the ground, like 545 pounds, just ripping it off the ground. I remember when she would get real horny, she would get real turned on. She told me, oh, like right when she's about to come, she would just be like, I start to think about you just deadlifting that weight. And I was kind of freaked out, but it all made sense, man. It finally clicked. It's like they love the strength, dude. They love aggression. They love testosterone. It's what makes us a man, all right? And them having less of it, you know what? As women, well, they're gonna be weaker. Okay, they're gonna be less aggressive. And I'm not saying that your aggression should be like this tyrant, full on anger. That's not manly, dude. That's crazy. That's spaz like. All right, that's get a grip of yourself. But you know what? Nowadays, it's almost like as a as a whole, men are being neutered. The spirit inside of us is watered down. Just look around, man. If you look around, I've noticed there's a certain look to a lot of guys' eyes. It's like they're glazed over. I don't know if it's stress, lack of sleep. People, I know the world's tough, man. Life's hard, okay? But let's be real. It's too much. It's like all you look around, most guys are just soft and looking dead inside. Like the spirit has left their body, the soul. The gods, man, it's like they're missing some sort of in their life. And something I've been really paying attention to is how rampant the media pursues and showcases weak men. And it could be any race, honestly, like black, white, Indian, Chinese, whatever. Okay, whatever. But I'm telling you, like last week I watched a football game, Sunday night football, and every 2 minutes, dude, new commercials playing. And all the commercials, this is gonna blow your mind. Just pay attention next time if you watch a game or if you watch TV. Look at how many commercials portray a beta male in the group. And usually it's a white male. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not picking it. It's usually a white man, okay? And usually, or he's either portrayed as a beta, a simp, or he just blends in, or he's a coward. And even in the family, like the families will be a mother and her kids, and the dad is washing dishes or something, and he like drops the dishes or slips on a oil spill, the sprinkler. He gets caught up in the sprinkler, and the kids are just like, huh, look at that idiot. Look at this imbecile. The wife's like, this is the man I married. Just like, it's almost mind blowing, dude. Watch out for it. Look for it. And you will see it everywhere. Beta males. It's like, who are we supposed to look up to as men? We don't even want to be like these guys. Where's our role models? Where's the examples set for us? And on the commercials, you got to mix. You got like strong white women or black women. You got these guys, just running around like being fools, being buffoons, acting like goons. It's there. If you just look for it, it'll blow your mind. It's there. Maybe now and then you get, okay, decent American man, hard working, like good guy, but it's just like, man, I don't know. It's weird. And then the shit they do portray, it's like you always got some gay person or some transgender on these commercials or some, dude dressing like a Fruit Loop. It's like, what's going on, man? Why are we seeing this so much? Why are you celebrating this stuff so much? All right, so just be aware of it. Another thing, look at on Netflix. It's everywhere on Netflix. I'm telling you, man, it's everywhere on Netflix. There's an agenda on Netflix for sure. $1 billion company, of course, dude. There's gonna be some puppet master in the back doing some mischievous things. And I'm not saying I'm just saying it's a coaxing. It's a slow decline. It's a slow way of your mental powers being drained from you. You stop questioning. You're not even aware of it anymore. You just start to see things as normal. Everything becomes normal. New shows always popping out. I watched a movie last night. Something about the moon. Just came out. Watched it with my girl. Movie kind of sucked, by the way. Okay? I'm just like, what is this? Like this mishmash. This hodgepodge of all this junk. You get this kind of starts out alpha male, white guy, cop. This girl from the future comes back every 9 years. Okay? And guess what? She's half black, half white. And guess what? It's his granddaughter. Doesn't know it's his granddaughter. He ends up growing to like he's 70 years old. Just becomes a shell of a man. Super beta male. Ends up apologizing to his granddaughter. Just a terrible movie, by the way. And I'm just like, what is going on, dude? I'm like that every time I watch Netflix. And I try not to watch Netflix, okay? And I would really recommend that you stop watching and getting sucked into these shows. Because what do you really get out of them? Okay? Oh, but some shows have alpha males, Peaky Blinders. F that show, dude. Alright? F all shows. We don't need these shows, man. Okay? It's just... I'm telling you, dude. Something's up. It's in the music. I heard an Ariana Grande song. Ariana Grande talking about... She don't need no man, who Miley Cyrus. I'm like, what is this garbage? What is this garbage music that young girls are listening to? Absolute filth, okay? Like, what is this stuff? And I'm not even mad. Like, I'm not mad. I don't even think, I'm being a little exaggerated, right? I'm drinking this, this good coffee, dude. I'm not mad. I don't think the way to be is mad. I don't think that helps anyone. So I just want you guys to right now, don't be mad. Don't be a victim. Don't be bitter. The best way is to not take life too seriously, be a little lighthearted, make fun, use humor to expose. But don't be mad. Don't be angry, because that don't help. That just consumes you. You reach into that anger, it just reaches back into you and twists you and makes you an incel. It makes you a recluse. Okay, and now I want to try. That's when they win. The nihilism, no, that doesn't work. So get out of that mindset, all right? But I'm telling you that you need to be aware. You need to step up and be a man. And you need to make your body strong. You need to make your mind strong. You need to be curious, all right? Dude, another thing I'm noticing is even the fiction, okay? Let's just take Lord of the Rings. J.R.R. Tolkien. Alpha male Christian writer, okay, king of fantasy. A lot of fantasy books kind of follow the trope. Even nowadays, when I go into the library, the whole fantasy section is packed with female authors, feminist authors. Dominate the shelf of the fantasy section. It's slim to find like a really good inspiring fantasy books, and that's what it is, man. You read some like a heroic tale that motivates you, right? Some Sir King Arthurian tale that really lights a fire in you. Now you just got all these female characters dominating Every story, it's like that's nice and all, fine, but I'm a man. Like I don't want a female taking me through the hero's journey. The king of grim dark, Joe Abercrombie, just came out with a book called A Little Hatred, and this guy was notorious for writing like badass male characters, just dark, kind of use they're in humor, they're in bands or groups, tribes. And I've read his books. I haven't read the new one, but I was reading the reviews, and it's just like he went full SJW. He went full like SJW mode. Made all his female characters really tough, really intense, and then the male character that is supposedly alpha, pretty much gets his nuts cut off halfway through. It's like, okay, well, I'm not reading that. Damn, I'm not reading that. So it's everywhere. Well, the role models are being taken. Let me check this time real quick, man. Role models are being taken, and they're not being replaced. So I look. What do we do about this? Well, here's what we do about it. And let me tell you guys, when it comes to a woman, oh, dude, you got to be ready. Okay, you got to be ready. If you want to hold a girlfriend down, and now in 2019, you want to actually get a loving woman. Let me tell you, I'm gonna break this down for you. She's probably got what's called the sickness. Okay, it's poison inside of her. It's not real poison, but it's feminism. It's the world conditioning her to be sort of hard, and she's grown like she's become tense and evil. All right, girls are lovely, right? But when they got this sickness in them, dude, it's up to the man to be the antidote, to be the penicillin, to take away that contagion. I'm telling you. And this is gonna sound weird, but look, if I wasn't aggressive with my girl, able to stand up, put her in her place, sometimes she looks at me. No, she doesn't look. I'm saying sometimes she says something and I look at her, I'm just like, and then I'll snap at her, I'll run after her. Because she'll push and she'll prod, she'll see how far she can go. She starts getting disrespectful. Let me tell you, if the disrespect, it's like a drip. If it constantly drips, it's gonna fill up, eventually it's gonna explode. You're gonna wash you away. You're gonna have a terrible relationship. She's gonna disrespect you. She's gonna grow contempt for you. She's gonna take advantage of you. She's gonna have a kid with you. You're gonna be the beta male provider. It's not good, dude. She's gonna stop having sex with you. It's just terrible. So you better be ready. And as soon as I start to see that, dude, I'm just like, I'm thinking to myself, this bitch needs to know in her heart that I could kill her. All right, I'm 220 pounds. I could kill you if I wanted to. Now, I would never do that. But there's a certain level of respect that you've got to have. There's a knowing that you've got to have. You guys should all, by the way, you should watch Patrice O'Neal. Patrice O'Neal, lay in great rest in peace. You should watch Patrice O'Neal and absorb what he says. I remember one thing that he said. He was like, the women have to know, there has to be a man and a woman in a relationship. You can't just be getting walked on. And so I'll be playing with my girl, man, but I'm not afraid to put her in her place. Like he said, I'll call him. I was like, what? How do you say this? He said he would call her bitch, but in a righteous way, not like in an angry way, like you fucking bitch. Not like that. He wouldn't do it out of anger. He would do it out of a righteous place. Like when he heard something she was saying that in his soul didn't feel right, he was like, bitch, who do you think you are? Come here. You could grab your girl. You gotta tell her, man, don't hit her, don't use violence. I'm just saying, man, you guys getting walked on is not good. You're gonna pay the price. And you're gonna be a beta male father, all right, if you don't get that together. So, what do we do from here? What do we do? Look, read this book, that's for sure. It's called Alexander the Great. You need to know who Alexander the Great was. Okay, you need to follow the story of this conqueror, one of the greatest conquerors the world has ever known. This is by Philip Freeman. Philip Freeman's called Alexander the Great. Alexander the Great is a true alpha male, is a role model, is a someone that was raised by Aristotle himself thousands of years ago. When he was 12, 13 years old, a traveler, showing off his wares, came, and his father, Alexander's father, Philip, the king, said, "Look at this horse that this tinker has for us. It's a beautiful stallion, but it's untamable, so we can't get it. We can't. It's untamable. It's too frantic." And Alexander said, "Wait, but Dad, let me. I can do this." And he was taken back by his son's, sort of insolence. How dare you talk to me like this in front of everyone? And Alexander was really smart, though, from a young age, and he was curious about everything. He was aware, and he was taught the arts. He was taught to be strong. He was taught sword fighting and how to ride a horse. And he noticed that whenever the horse would see its own shadows, when it would go up on its hind legs and would get really frantic, right? And so he said, "Well, let me just turn the horse to the side and let me ride it towards the sun." And he jumped up on the horse and he tamed it. It was Bucephalus. The horse's name was Bucephalus, for ox head. And he took this horse all the way through his travels, through years, all the way to India. And, just it kind of set the pace for all these great accomplishments that he did. One of his tutors, Leonidas, not the Spartan king, but sort of an old, kind of grumpy mentor, Leonidas, once saw Alexander the Great take incense and throw all these incense into the fire, just a handful, and they burnt. And Leonidas was like, "Why are you wasting incense, boy? When you conquer Asia, that's when, and you take their incense, that's when you can burn incense." And in later years, Alexander would grow up and he conquered Asia. And what he did, he sent an entire ship back filled with incense, frankincense, myrrh. He sent it back to his grumpy old tutor. He said, "Leonidas, here, I've conquered. Now you can stop being mad and miserable towards the gods." Amazing story. Amazing story. A true man that lived a life of man that led people and stood up for stuff. And it's just incredible to look to these people of history and see, kind of the curiosity that they had and the life that they had inside of them. And this is just one example, but I recommend it. And I recommend that, you take a look at your life, and even with your friends these days, that you don't leave your friends too quickly. You don't settle down too quickly for something that seems pleasurable, and you don't make rash decisions, and you don't let the life be taken from you, man. You don't get consumed by the message that is in today's date, but you stand for something. Like, you stand up as a man, and you don't cringe away from that. You don't think it's wrong. You don't think it's bad. Okay, it's not bad to be aggressive. It's not bad. Obviously, we've been playing around, talking, but it's not bad to be firm. And you don't always have to be firm. A lot of times, to get your point across, you can use humor, but it's not wrong to stand for something, to believe in something. Okay, it's not wrong to not want to take shit and not be yelled at and condescend, being put down in front of your children, or by your woman, or by your parents, or by someone close to you. You don't have to stand for that. You don't have to just sit and watch. You don't have to be weak. What you need to do is focus on yourself, on making yourself strong, on getting your life together, getting control of your circumstances, on getting confidence in you, getting out there and doing what you need to do. It's the only way. All right, we got to stop letting the spirit die. All right, so stand up and let's make it happen, guys. All right, I hope you have a great day. Talk to you soon. Peace.